Despite Kenya's economy being agriculture-based, the country lacks sufficient water to produce food required to feed the population. The distribution and quality of water in different parts of the country have largely determined agricultural practices, and if farmers don't learn to use water efficiently, then water scarcity will only get worse in this economy. And when that happens, food production will suffer the most as far as this is concerned. Zainab Wandati tells of how an African Water Fund project is working to change this in this week's Food Friday.
Water is the single most important natural resource that man has, but it is also a resource that is misused. Food production is the #1 consumer of water, taking up 70% of the world's total freshwater supply, but it is also among the biggest misusers of water through wastage and unsustainable practices. But the increasing rate of environmental degradation and prolonged dry spells means that farmers are running out of water.
Sababu ile mto tuko naye ni seasonal. Kama wakati kama huu wa kiangazi imekauka tayari.
The rapidly changing climate is forcing farmers to rethink how they do their agriculture, because as the fertility of the soil declines and water scarcity continues to bite and the overall productivity of the crop also declines, the farmer has to think about where he's going to get water for his crops, how he's going to improve the fertility of the soil, and how he's going to get more value out of his crop. A project started in 2014 is helping farmers solve their water problem by providing them with water pans at the household level. This project, dubbed the Africa Water Fund, is currently being piloted in the Upper Tana region, covering 9 million people in the counties of Murang'a, Nyeri, Nyandarua, Kirinyaga, and by extension, Nairobi County. A similar project is being designed for Mombasa, Kwale, Kilifi, Elgeyo Marakwet, and Eldoret in Uasin Gishu County.
And we designed this program to actually reach 18,000 water pans. Currently, we've done 11,000.
The scope of the project is to protect the watershed areas through public-private partnerships in order to guarantee farmers a steady supply of water, particularly for fresh produce. For the Nairobi part of the project, there are a total of 12 partners, half of who are private sector companies that are directly involved in the agriculture value chain. The smallest pan can hold 23,000 liters of water, while the largest holds up to 100,000 liters. Effective protection of the water catchment areas also includes providing extension services to train the farmers on how to maximize their yields using as little water as possible.
If they are growing green beans like what you've seen today, this is what they also call French beans. They need about 900 liters per day. So which basically means that if you have 23,000 liters stored in your farm, you can actually irrigate your crops for a minimum of 25 days. This is just enough to see one crop through the whole season.
Kitambo kidogo bila hizi water pan hata siku hata na jaribu hata kulima. Hapa nilikuwa nimetoroka kabisa. Hii bomba iko water pan 3 sasa.
With the water that Chege and his neighbors now get, they are contracted French bean farmers selling crop to Frigoken at between 30 and 42 shillings per kilo. At a cost of 100 million shillings per year, Kenya is the pilot country for the water project before being scaled up to cover at least 30 countries on the continent. Tanzania and Ethiopia have already expressed interest in replicating the Kenya model in Tanga and Addis Ababa. Zainab Wandati, NTV for Food Friday.